Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike. It is literally right before we're gonna do the workout today at West. This is week 2 of the Open. This is a pretty simple workout: burpee pull-ups, shuttle runs, thrusters at the end of it. With that being said though, there's some logistical things that could slow this down today, but I wanna make sure that everyone's on the same page so it goes as smoothly as possible. So this is mostly for the athletes, right? You guys that are coming in today, here's the main thing you can do to make life easier on yourself and your judge and just the whole flow of the event, right? So first thing, right, we went over this last week. You guys look at this little board here and figure out when you want to go, all right? So if you write down, okay, I'm going to go at 4:25. The heats we're running are every 25 minutes. So if that 4 p.m. heat is ending, it's going to end at 4:20. Shout out 4:20. What? And then you got 5 minutes, right? So from 4:20 to 4:25, you have 5 minutes to get your thruster weight set up and just move it to the side of the gym. So if you guys see that, there's weights on the side there, there's weights on the other side over there. So your bars will just be rolled to the side of the gym. We're gonna go max 4 people per heat. So 2 bars on one side, 2 bars on the other. So if you know you're up at 4:25, once that first heat is done with their thruster, in that 5 minutes, don't worry about figuring out your burpee pull-up spot. Worry about setting up your barbell. And then once you've set your barbell up, then you can go over to your judge and then they can figure out where you're gonna do your burpee pull-up, okay? So that's the first thing. It's not on your judge. I'm just gonna say this as straightforward as I can. Don't stand around and wait for someone to come up and judge you before you start setting up your thruster. Just do that knowing that you're gonna be participating in the next heat, and a judge will come over to you eventually. But after the previous heat, there's some time that we have to take to cut out the little score sheets, give them to the people who went in the last one. So it makes it better if you guys just like kind of set your own barbell up. And then the judge will help you figure out, okay, this is where I need to put your hands, etc. Yeah, okay, so hopefully that makes sense. It's not on your judge to set up your thruster weight for you. And remember, the weight that you set up is just something that you know you can hit. Have weights by your thruster so that you can do heavier attempts and you don't have to go fishing for weights on the other side of the room or whatever. And this leads me to my second point, okay? When you guys are done with the burpee pull-up and the running part and you get to the thruster, this is when your coach can help you figure out weight jumps to make. Okay, awesome, Kelly, you did 100 pounds. Now let's go to 105. That said, your judge shouldn't be the sole person responsible for changing your weights. Now, you don't have to be responsible for it either as an athlete. So what I would do is I would try to make sure that you have 1 to 2 people, right, as like your pit crew, whether it's from the crowd or whatever. And this will be cool and like interactive. And this is usually like, yeah, it's honestly kind of like sweet when this happens. So each person has 2 people that can change weights for them quickly. So if Kelly gets her 100-pound thruster, she sets it down, she can take a breather. The other 2 people in her pit crew can put those extra weights on, and then she can do her next attempt. Okay, you guys follow me so far? Cool. So those are the main points there. Your judge is not there to help you figure out what weight to do in the beginning, but they are there to help you figure out what weight jumps to make after that. So if you can try to figure out as much of that as possible right off the bat, that would be awesome. Now, in terms of the burpee pull-up, right? We've got some people who are like tweeners on the bar. So like this would be too short for me, but this, you guys, that would be one hell of a burpee pull-up. So if those are the only 2 bars that I have today, I'm gonna have to make the decision on whether I wanna do this high bar, right, which is way out of my reach. Okay, sorry for the camera work there. Or if I'm just gonna go to East tomorrow. The problem right now is that we have like 8 bars with different heights here. Well, not exactly 8, but we have a lot of 5 bars here with different heights at West. And then there's like 9 at East, and they're all different heights from the ones at West. So some people are just gonna be better fit for doing this workout tomorrow at East. Some will be better fit for doing it here at West tonight. It's not one of those things where, why aren't we doing this at East? There's so much more space. I was there this morning and literally we'd only be able to do like 4 heats of people at East at a time anyways. So it's not a space issue. What it is a bar height issue. So if you as an athlete tonight, if you try to figure out like what bar works for you and you realize that, okay, well, maybe there's a better bar at East, you just take the chance, maybe do it tomorrow instead. I know that like Stacy's already having to do that. She's not gonna use the bars here tonight. She's a little too tall for the smallest bar, but the other ones are, yeah, they're just like too out of her reach to where it doesn't make sense. And she can fit right under one perfectly to where her fingers don't touch at East. So she's gonna do it tomorrow. So anyways, I'm sorry if that's like a logistical pain. If you guys drove out here and you're like, well, I don't have a bar that works. Then you can just do it tomorrow. The other thing I wanna say, if you're doing scaled and you can't find a bar that works for you to jump and touch, then I think it's okay if you just jump as if you were touching a bar that's a little bit out of your reach. As long as you hold yourself to that standard, I don't think you really need a bar to touch. It does help to have a bar to touch, yes, but if it's gonna slow everything down, then just do a burpee with a jump at the top, and that'll be fine, okay? So that's the main stuff that I wanted to touch on. If you guys have any questions, reach out to your coach, or your team captain, and yeah, let's just make sure that everyone's on the same page. So yeah, like I said, reach out, ask us questions if you guys have them, but if not, then I'll see you in a couple hours. All right, cool. Good luck tonight. See you guys. Bye.